Isn't it just the most beautiful place to be? Ah, heaven. So I put a couple of fence wires up. It's just some wire that we had left over from when we put the fence in. And the idea is to create some supports for the netting, which is going to go across the top. We have an incredible amount of predator pressure here, and these guys need a lot of protection. So we're going all out. We're going to have the netting on the top. If you ever put netting up like this, my top tip would be to do the corners first and then work in halves. It's a pretty foolproof way to end up with a nice even netting. Of course, this only works if your netting is the correct size in the first place. This is supposedly a 10 meter by 4 meter net. And the space I'm putting it onto is exactly 10 meters by 4 meters. So fingers crossed. I think this is gonna work. I'm a bit surprised because I ordered these nets from China about 6 months ago and they were very, very cheap. But what turned up is gonna work. It says it's good for up to 20 years in the sun, and I hope to still be here in 20 years to enjoy them. So If we manage to get that long out of it, I will be very, very happy. I am going to finish weaving on the sides. I'm just hooking it onto the fence for now, and then I'm going to go through with a twine all the way around, so that there is a 100% seal and there is no chance of anything getting out. And of course, nothing getting in as well. I wonder how many more of these I'm going to end up making. So the main issue here, and the main reason why I'm pushing this so hard, is because those pheasants are now living in Stiga's old rabbit hutch. And that space is just not big enough for them. They'll be fine, they'll survive, they're not gonna, die in there, but it's not good enough. And me, I love animals, I want them to have what they need. Wow, my potatoes are big. We are due for 3 days of sunshine, so let's get this finished. We're going to have some extra chicken wire along the sides and on the bottom. I absolutely love how this frame has turned out. It's made from some cherry that came from Bee's mum's house and some plum from when we cleared the fence line a few months ago. You may have seen that video. While I'm happy with how it looks, I'm even happier that it was next to free, only costing us a couple of screws. Today is the day. Today I am hoping to move the pheasants in. To make that happen, I need to build the pheasant house. She's going over in this corner over here. It's going to provide some shade, some cover from the rain, a place for food, a place for water, and it's going to have a sand bath underneath it for them as well. I'm not entirely sure the pheasants will use the nest boxes. However, I do have plans for some other animals which will come in here as well, and they definitely will use them. I made all of the bits yesterday and I haven't put them together yet, so fingers crossed it all fits. We shall see. sometimes I could use about 12 hands, but 2 will have to be enough. Alright, we have a roof. Quick check. Pretty good. Covers the back. If you asked me what my favourite tool on the homestead was, I would tell you that it is this blue trolley. The amount of time it saves me and the amount of jobs that I'm able to do with it that I wouldn't otherwise be able to do on my own is incredible. If you don't have one, I highly recommend one. I'm sure there was an easier way than that. Well, it is the moment I've spent the last 6 days working towards. These pheasants were a surprise to my birthday, so I didn't know they were coming. Luckily, I was planning on building an aviary anyway, so we had everything we needed here. These guys have been living in one of the rabbit hutches for the last 6 days, so they have not had enough space. We have an absolutely beautiful golden pheasant and his lady. They're both very pretty, in fact. And this is going to be their new home. We hope they're going to breed in here, and we hope to collect and raise the eggs as well. We've already had 1 egg, which I think was maybe a one-off. It was the first day they arrived. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to let these guys go, and let's see what they get up to. I have been around the perimeter about 5 times, making sure that there is no way these guys are going to get out. Fingers crossed, I did my job properly. Well guys, you ready? I think it's time we let them out. Come on then. Oh. What do you think, guys? What do you think? This is your new home. I am absolutely thrilled with how this aviary has turned out. I have a few small bits to finish, like the sandbath and the planting, but I didn't quite get the chance to do those this week. As always team, thank you for the support, and we will see you all next week.